Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Kaylee, and today we are going to do a 60-minute intermediate power vinyasa flow. So a couple weeks back, I posted a Journey into Power Baptiste inspired sequence, and you all loved it so much and asked for the same flow but with advanced poses, intermediate poses. So that's what we're going to do today. If you don't feel like you're advanced or intermediate, you can still take this class. We will build up to each pose, so you can always stay in the modification. I have a block and a strap here. Go ahead and grab them. If you like to work with them, we won't use them a ton, but just for a couple of things to help us get deeper into a shape. So grab your props and let's get started. Child's pose. Take your knees wide, big toes together. Reach the fingers out in front of you. Let the forehead rest on your mat. And take a couple moments to simply breathe. Feeling the expansion, the space created on the in-breath, and releasing a little bit deeper into your mat, into your space on the out-breath. If it feels good, you could sigh out of the mouth. Rock the head side to side, change the position of the arms. Wherever you are, start to tune into your breath. What does it feel like? What does it look like today? And then can you start to deepen it? Finding Ujjayi when you are ready. Slight constriction at the back of the throat, lips sealed, breathing in and out of the nose. Knowing that your breath will carry you through this practice, and that child's pose is always there to come back to if you need a moment to yourself. Let's take one more deep breath in, and deep breath out. Next inhale, come up tabletop. Wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. We'll warm up the spine with our cat-cows. On your inhale, start to drop the belly, lift the tailbone, lift the gaze. And exhale, tuck round, push into the hands, draw the chin towards the chest, arch the back. Good, again, inhale. And exhale. Taking a couple more on your own. Maybe you close the eyes. Starting to tune into the physical body. How does it feel today? What's going on in the body as well as the mind? Meaning to link your breath to your movement. We'll take one more round. Come back to neutral, tuck the toes under, take a big breath in. Breath out, downward facing dog. Spread the fingers wide across the mat, gaze forward, and shift the index fingers to 12 o'clock, so they're pointing straight forward, and then the rest of the fingers fan out from there. Push into your index finger and thumb knuckles. Take a soft bend into the elbows, and then roll the inner elbows forward, opening up through the upper back, spreading the shoulder blades away from each other, protracting, lifting the tailbone high to the sky. Keep a slight bend in the knees, and then drop the heels to the mat any amount. Maybe you roll the head side to side, make some circles. You could pedal the feet, bend one knee and then the other. Starting to warm up. Continue to breathe deeply. Make your way back to stillness. On your inhale, start to lift your heels, and exhale to walk to the top of the mat. Take as many steps as you need. Land in a ragdoll. Feet hips width or wider. Take a bend into the knees, and then hold opposite elbows as you fold over the legs. Again, you can take a sway here. You could stay in stillness. You could rock the head. You could also change the position of the arms. Tuning into what you and your body wants in this moment. And knowing that whatever you and your body wants, it might be different than what I'm doing. and that's okay. We're here to spend time with ourselves, moments of quiet, to get to know our true self. So anytime you feel like you need to shift the shape to better suit you, that is always an option and the best place to be. Come back through center, drop the hands to the mat, heel toe the feet together so that the big toes are touching. And then on your inhale, sweep all the way up, reaching the fingers up to the sky, hands meet overhead, and exhale, hands back through the heart center. Next inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, forward fold, hinging at the hips, slight bend in the knees. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine, fingers to the shins. Exhale, plant the hands, step back. First high plank. We'll hold here for a moment, building some heat. Send the heels to the back of the mat. Core engaged. Gaze forward. Really push into the hands. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Next, inhale, shift forward onto the toes. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Lift the heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hips to the sky. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Few more cycles of breath here, cultivating deep, strong, expansive breaths. Next, inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, travel top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep all the way up to stand. Exhale, hands travel through the heart as you fold Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Come back to your breath. Down dog is your chance to pause. But can you stay here on your mat? Notice that the mind starts to wander in these moments of stillness. And allow yourself to bring it back with your breath. Next, inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, travel top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep all the way up to stand. Push into the feet, reach up. Exhale, Uttanasana. Halfway, step or float, chaturanga. Up dog to downward facing dog. Few cycles of breath. Hips to the sky, head heavy. And then think about isometrically squeezing the hands in towards the midline to activate the upper arms. Next, inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, step or float, top of the mat. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Bend the knees, sweep the arms up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, plant the hands. Chaturanga. Up dog, down dog. Right foot forward, warrior one. Roll the back heel down. Sweep the arms up to the sky. Square the hips to the top of the mat. Exhale to sink low. We'll take a few cycles of breath in this warrior one. Keep squaring the hips. Push back through your left heel. Deep bend in the right knee. Lower ribs pulling in, fingers reaching up. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Last breath in, lean back. Exhale, chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Left side, warrior one. Reach the arms up to the sky. Again, find your alignment. Square your hips. Spread the toes. Left hip back, right hip forward. Lower ribs pulling in, belly button to spine. Fingers reaching up to the sky. Find your drishti or gaze. Last breath here. Inhale, lift up, go back. Exhale, chaturanga. Up dog to downward facing dog. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Couple more cycles of breath here. We'll move on and pick up the pace a little bit. Last full breath. Inhale and exhale. Next, inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, top of the mat. Halfway, forward fold. Chair, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, chaturanga. Up dog, down dog. Right foot forward, catch the in-breath on the way up. Exhale, chaturanga. Up dog, down dog. Left foot forward, warrior one. Inhale to rise. Exhale, chaturanga. Up dog to down dog. Just one breath in, one breath out. Next, inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, top of the mat. Halfway, forward fold, chair. Fold. Halfway, chaturanga. Up dog, down dog. Right foot, warrior one. Chaturanga. Up dog, down dog. Left foot, rise. Chaturanga. Up dog, down dog. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Last sun B, inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, top of the mat. Halfway, forward fold. Chair, fold. Halfway, chaturanga. Up dog, down dog. Right foot forward. Rise, chaturanga. Up dog, down dog. Left foot, rise, chaturanga. Up dog, down dog. Deep breath in, let it go. Beautiful, step the feet together at the back of the mat. Right leg to sky, three-legged. Bend the knees, stack the hip, and then find your flip dog. Feet parallel, push into the feet like you're in wheel, and then reach the right fingers forward. Maybe you go to full wheel from here. Right hand comes all the way down onto the mat. Not happening for me today, but maybe you're there. Wherever you are, push the heart to the sky. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Beautiful, come back through. High plank, side plank. Swan to the right side of the right foot. Left arm lifts to the sky. Option to stay here or catch the left toe and kick the leg up. Really push into the right hand. Think hips to the sky. Keep breathing. And then release chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Inhale, right leg to sky. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Inhale, right leg to sky. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. One more inhale to sky. Exhale, pull it in. Option Ekapada Kundanyasana. Find the arm balance. Kick the right leg out. Left leg lifts. And then meeting back. Three-legged, right leg to sky. Step right foot forward, crescent lunge. Sweep all the way up. Use an in-breath to lift. Exhale, hands to heart. Twist. Left elbow hooks on right thigh. Push the hands together. I like to take a bend into the back knee to find my twist, and then I straighten through the back leg once I'm there. Roll the right shoulder on top of the left. Keep breathing. Think about rotating the heart up to the sky. Stay active through the back leg. Option to stay here. You could grab your block, open the arms. Maybe you find the bind. Right hand meets left at the left hip. Think about twisting, twisting. Use your breath. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to twist. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, side angle, right forearm to the thigh, left arm by the ear. So think one long line of energy along the left side. Spin the chest open to the sky. Reach the left fingers long by the ear. Option to stay here or half bind. Right hand or left hand goes to right hip. Option to stay or 3/4. Right hand to the inside of the right foot or find the full bind. Keep lifting the chest. Roll the left shoulder back on top of the right. Beautiful. All right, option to stay or bird of paradise. Gaze to the top of the mat. Step left foot forward. On your inhale, just come up to stand. Right leg will come with you. Gaze at one point to balance. Then maybe you kick the right leg out. Deep breaths. And then gently release right foot down. We'll go through reverse on the way back. Start to lift through the left leg, balancing on the right leg. Keep the bind. And then release back to side angle. Hands plant, chaturanga. Up dog. Downward facing dog. Great work. Deep breath in. Deep breath out, let it go. Step the feet together. Inhale, left leg to sky. Exhale, bend the knees, stack the hip. Find your flip dog. Parallel feet, push into the bottom hand, and then spin the heart open to the sky. Maybe you find a full wheel. Deep breaths. Beautiful. We all transition through a high plank to a side plank. Left side, right hand reaches up. Maybe you catch the right big toe. Deep breaths. Lift the hips. And then chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Inhale, left leg to sky. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale, left leg to sky. Exhale, pull it in. Can you get it to touch? Last one. Option is stay, holding, or find the arm balance. Ekapada Kundanyasana. Try to lift the gaze. And then we meet back. Three-legged step, left foot forward. Crescent. Inhale to rise. Sweep the fingers up. Exhale, hands to the heart, twist. Over to the left. Hooking right elbow on left thigh. Push the hands together again. Take a slight bend into the back knee. Find that twist, lean back, and then you can straighten through the leg. Spread the toes wide. Deep breaths. I'm already sweating. Option is stay right here or open the arms. Think left shoulder on top of right. Maybe you find the bind. Left hand comes underneath to meet with the right. Again, lean back here. Gaze towards the back of the mat if you can. Deep breaths. Beautiful. Next, inhale, warrior two. Exhale, side angle, left arm to thigh, right arm sweeps by the ear. Open the chest to the sky, deep bend into the left knee, push back through the right heel. Option to stay or half bind. Maybe 3/4. Keep rolling the chest open, and then maybe full bind. Gaze towards the back of the mat for a moment. And then if you want to play, gaze forward, step right foot at the top of the mat, come up to stand, left leg comes with you, gaze at one point, and then kick. Left leg, bird of paradise. Beautiful, gently release, left foot down, we'll catch the reverse on the way back. Start to lift, right leg up to the sky, gazing at one point on the ground, and then release. Side angle to chaturanga. Up dog, downward facing dog. Great work. Deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. Next, inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, top of the mat. Halfway, forward fold. Chair, bend the knees, sweep the arms up. Hands to the heart, twist over to the right. Hooking left elbow on right thigh. Again, roll the right shoulder back. Think about spinning the chest up towards the sky. Spread the toes and send the weight into the heels so the toes are light. Deep breaths. Option to stay or open the arms. You could always grab a block. Make sure the knees stay in one line, hips square to the top of the mat. And option, side crow. Plant the hands, right knee on left elbow, lean forward, bend the elbows, and then lift the toes. Again, gaze at one point. Deep breaths. And then gently release. Forward fold. Heel toe the feet hips width. Padangustasana, fingers around big toes. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Exhale, bend the elbows out to the sides and fold. Roll the weight forward into the toes now. Feel how that changes the sensation of stretch. Beautiful. Gently release. Crow pose. Heel toe the feet together. Big toes touch. Spread the fingers. Plant the hands. Knees to the backs of the arms. Lift the feet. Maybe try to straighten through the arms as much as you can. Curl the heels in towards the glutes. Gaze forward and down. And then chaturanga. Up dog. To downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, top of the mat. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Chair. Bend the knees. Sweep the arms to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart twist. Deep breaths. Know that we're moving pretty fast since this is more of an advanced class. If you're a little bit behind, that is totally okay. Honor your body in this moment. Catch up and meet us there. Spread the toes, knees in one line, and then roll the left shoulder back, maybe gaze up to the sky. Option to stay or open the arms. And then option to stay or side crow. Plant the hands, balancing on the right elbow this time. Lean forward, bend the elbows, and lift the feet. Deep breaths. And then we meet back. Forward fold, heel to the feet, hips width. Padahastasana, hands underneath the feet. Toes to wrists. Inhale, halfway, straighten the arms. Exhale, fold, bend the elbows. Moment to catch your breath. Roll the shoulders down the back body. Let the head be heavy. Roll the weight forward into the toes. Release, crow pose. Heel toe the feet together, spread the fingers, knees to triceps, and then lift the toes. Squeezing everything in towards the midline, elbows, toes, knees. Straighten the arms if you can. And then chaturanga. Up dog to downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Next inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, top of the mat. Halfway, forward fold. Inhale, sweep all the way up to stand. Exhale, hands to the heart. Let's take a clearing breath. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. Inhale, ego, sweep the arms up. Exhale, right arm under, right leg over. Palms meet, or backs of the hands, deep bend into the knees, spine straight. Low ribs in, core engaged, gaze at one point. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, right into ego, left side, left leg over, left arm under. Think about lifting the elbows up in line with the shoulders. Beautiful. Inhale, lift. One more time each side. Eagle, right leg over, right arm under. Inhale, sweep up. Last time, eagle, left side. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Clearing breath, deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. Beautiful, standing leg raise. Balance on the left leg, pull the right knee in. Option to stay right here, or fingers to big toe. You can also grab your strap if you have it. Kick the right leg long, and then roll the right shoulder back in line with the left. Soft bend in the right knee. Think about lifting, standing up really tall. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Next inhale, open it, right leg to the right, gaze to the left, maybe open out the left arm. And then come back through center and switch the grip. Left hand to the outside of the right foot, right arm reaches out. Dancing Shiva, right arm reaches back, maybe follow the gaze to the back of the mat. And then we'll come back through center, keep the right leg where it is, just lift the arms, use the strength of the core, and then fly, airplane. Kick the right leg back, flex the toes, push into all four corners of the left foot. Squeeze the shoulder blades in towards the midline. Little up dog in the chest. Deep breath in, breath out, half moon. Left hand down, right arm to the sky. Option for a block. Think about stacking right hip on top of left. Spread the toes, and then find Shavasana. Right hand to right foot, gaze follows to the ceiling. Press down to lift up, and then gently release. Forward fold top of the mat. Next inhale, sweep all the way up to stand. Exhale, hands to the heart. Let's do that on the left. Standing on the right leg, pull left knee in. Stay here or kick left leg out. Pull left shoulder back in line with the right. Push into the bottom foot. Gaze at one point. Hips square. And then open it out. Left foot to the left maybe. Right arm out to the right. Beautiful. Come back through center and switch the grip. Right hand, left foot. Left hand reaches back. Finding a twist. Soft bend in the standing leg. And then roll left shoulder back. Maybe gaze follows. All right, we're coming back through center. Keep the leg exactly where it is. Use your core. Lift the arms. Fly it, airplane. Left leg back. Hinging at the hips. Squeeze everything in towards the midline. Push into the bottom foot to lift up. Shoulder blades pull in. Gaze forward and down. Core engaged. Beautiful. Half moon, right hand down. Left hand to the sky. Block is there if you need it. Square the hips to the left side of the mat. Reach left fingers to the sky. Option to stay right here or Shavasana. Bend into the left knee, catch it with the left hand, and then kick. Gaze follows, perhaps. Deep breaths. Beautiful, and then gently release. Forward fold top of the mat. Next inhale, sweep all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Clearing breath, inhale. And exhale. Beautiful dancer. Balance on the left leg. Curl the right heel in towards the glute. Catch it with the right hand. Lift the left arm. And then kick. Think about lifting up as you lean forward. Square the hips. Pull the right leg in towards the midline. And then gently release. Windmill the arms and switch. Left hand, left foot. Right arm to the sky. And kick into your dancer. Again, square the hips, pull left knee in towards the midline, low ribs pulling in. Think about pressing down to lift up, kick more, and then release. All right, grab your strap if you have it. We'll use it to come into full dancer. Make a loop in it if it isn't already. You could also just hold either side of the strap. If you don't have a loop in it, take it around the foot and then lift the elbow up to the sky. From there, left hand catches the strap and then walk the hands back to a place that feels sustainable to stay. And try to take one hand on top of the other, so they're in the same place on the strap. Square the hips. We'll hold here for a little bit longer. So maybe not going to your fullest potential yet. Gazing at one point to find your balance. 10 more seconds. Maybe you walk the hands back 1 more inch. Kick more into the foot. Lift up. And then gently release without snapping. And we'll switch sides. Balance on the right foot. Left foot into the strap. Left elbow up to the sky. And then walk your hands back. Again, any amount that feels sustainable for you and your body today. Try to take one hand on top of the other, soft bend in the standing leg, and then kick. Squeeze the shoulder blades in towards the midline, elbows pulling in, core engaged. 10 more seconds. Deep breaths. Maybe kick more. And then gently release without snapping. Beautiful. Place that strap off to the side. And tree pose. Balance on the left leg. Pull the right foot in to the inner thigh. Hands travel to the heart. Deep breaths. Push the right foot into left inner thigh. And then lift the arms up to the sky. Maybe gaze follows. Challenging yourself, maybe closing the eyes. Notice that it might make you a little bit more wobbly. Riding the wave of your breath. And then hands to the heart, right foot down, left foot up. Tree pose, push left knee back, balancing on the right leg. Core engaged, gaze soft and at one point. Reach the fingers up to the sky, gaze lifts. Again, maybe try to close the eyes, challenge yourself. And then gently release hands to heart, left foot down. Great work. Inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, chaturanga, step or float. Up dog to downward facing dog. Right foot forward, warrior one. Warrior two. Triangle, straighten through the right leg. Reach forward and then right hand down, left arm up. Think about stacking the shoulders and then rolling the edges of the feet down towards the mat. Lifting the gaze up towards the left hand. You can always use a block, of course. Beautiful. Next inhale, use your core, come all the way up. Right toes spin in, parallel the feet, take a deep breath in. Breath out, forward fold, prasarita. Hands travel down to the mat, and then option for a headstand. So elbows pull in towards the midline, making 2 right angles with the arms. Drop the head down to the ground, spread the fingers wide, and then find your tripod headstand. Lifting the legs, maybe they pull in towards the midline or stay in straddle. Keep pulling elbows in, core engaged. And then gently coming down, as slow and controlled as you can manage. Inhale, find a halfway lift, and then come all the way up. We'll turn towards the top of the mat, right toe spin forward, left foot steps in slightly, hands go behind you, reverse prayer. Palms together, we're moving into pyramid, elbows pulling towards the midline, soft bend in the front leg, and then hinge at the hips. Leaning forward over the right leg. Press the palms together as much as you can. Keep squaring the hips. Right hip back, left hip forward. Deep breaths. Think long spine here. Beautiful. Twisting triangle, left hand down, inside or outside of the right foot, and then open the chest towards the right side of the mat. Roll the right shoulder back. Really push back through the left foot. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Next, inhale, twisted half moon, left hand down, left leg lifts, keep that twist. Kick the left leg long, keep rolling the right shoulder on top of the left. Use your block if needed. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Release right hand down, standing splits for a moment. Lift the left leg to the sky. Maybe hold with one or both hands. Find that balance. And then release the hands. Option to hop back to a one-legged chaturanga. Bend into the right knee. Left leg will stay lifted. Keep it super strong. Right toes hop to the back of the mat as you bend the elbows. We meet back down dog. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Left foot forward, warrior one. Last standing sequence. Sweep up, warrior two. Triangle, straighten through the left leg, reach the left fingers forward, and then down, triangle pose. Right shoulder on top of left. Beautiful, use your core. Inhale, come up, parallel the feet, and then fold. Prasarita, hands travel to the mat. Option for another headstand, or you can just hang out in this forward fold. You could also try traditional headstand from here, interlacing the fingers, planting the forearms, and then lifting straddle into your headstand. I'm going to enjoy the forward fold. My hamstrings are pretty tight today. If you're here with me, roll the edges of the feet down, spread the toes, and try to lean the weight forward a little bit to deepen the stretch. Beautiful. Come down if you are in a headstand. We'll come all the way up. Use your breath. And then turn towards the top of the mat. Right foot steps in, hands travel behind. Reverse prayer, palms touch, hips square, soft bend in the left knee, and then hinge, pyramid. Keep rolling left hip back, right hip forward, core engaged, chest broad. Deep breaths. And release, twisting triangle, right hand down, left hand to the sky. Think about stacking left shoulder on top of right. Keep the legs exactly as they were before. Square the hips. Beautiful, and then twisted half moon, right hand travels forward, right leg lifts, keep that twist. I know it's really hard and challenging. Think opening the chest towards the left, use your core. And then release left hand, find your standing splits. Both hands, maybe one hand, travel to the left ankle, kick the right leg up to the sky. And then option to hop back. Right leg stays lifted this time, bend into the knee, and then hop left toes to the back of the mat. Up dog to downward facing dog. Great work. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Next inhale, shift forward. Exhale to lower onto the belly. Take a moment here. Rest one cheek onto the mat. Hands can be by the sides. Make a little pillow, whatever feels good. Take a moment to soak up simply being. Beautiful. Turn your chin towards the ground. Pull the legs in towards the midline. Hands interlace behind you. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Inhale, locust. Lifting everything up. Pushing the pelvis down. Pulling everything in towards the midline. Chin stays tucked into the chest. And gently release. Opposite cheek to the ground. Beautiful bow pose. Bend the knees. Catch the feet. Flex the toes. And then on your in-breath, lift. Thighs up. Low ribs up. Pull everything in towards the midline. And then gently release. Grab your block for the next one. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Beautiful. One more. Bow pose. This time put the block underneath your ribs. Right where your diaphragm is, just an option. You could always do a regular bow. Reach back for the feet. And then kick. Using the block to help lift you up a little bit more. Squeezing everything in towards the midline. And then gently release. Put that block off to the side. Up dog right away. Inhale. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Let's do a half camel. So make 2 right angles with the legs balancing on the left knee and the right foot. You could tuck left toes if that's a little bit more stable for you. Take the hands to the hips and then start to push the hips forward. Think same exact thing as camel. Squeeze shoulder blades in towards the midline. Option to stay right here or drop left hand back to left heel and then reach right hand towards the back of the mat. Keep the chest open here. So you're rolling right shoulder back instead of making a twist. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Lean back, open the heart, and then come all the way back up. And we'll switch sides. Find a down dog. And then step left foot forward. Drop right knee, toes tucked or untucked. Totally depends on what you like. Square the hips to the top of the mat, hands to the hips. And then start to lean back. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, engage the core here. Drop the tailbone down just slightly. Option to stay or right hand to right heel. Left hand reaches back. Half camel. Beautiful. Use an in-breath to come back up. Plant the hands and downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Next, inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, step or float to a seat. Let's find a boat pose. Leaning back, lifting the legs, holding backs of the thighs just for a moment to find your alignment. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, chest broad, and then option to release the fingers. Maybe straighten the legs, deep breaths. We'll lower to low boat, lift back up, high boat, low boat, high boat, low boat, high boat, 2 more, low, high, low, high. This time lower super slow for 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Lay on the back. Step the feet in. Bridge pose. Lift the hips. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. And release the fingers. Take the heels down as you lift the hips up to the sky. And then gently release, come all the way down. Let the knees knock in towards each other for a moment. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Let it go. We'll take some back bends. Feet step back to hip width. Hands can travel above the shoulders. If you're just staying in bridge today, that's cool too. Otherwise, wheel pose. Spread the fingers, lift the hips on your in-breath. Push into the hands, push into the feet, and lift. Letting the head just relax. Spread the fingers wide. Beautiful. And then tuck the chin. Come on down. Again, let the knees knock in towards each other for a moment. Take a big breath in. And a big breath out. Wheel. Set the feet up, set the hands up. On your in-breath, lift. Spread the fingers, push into the index finger and thumb knuckles. Push yourself, stay in it. You can do this. And then tuck the chin, come on down. Knees knock in, deep breath in. Deep breath out. Beautiful. Again, wheel pose. Spread the fingers on your in-breath. Lift all the way up. And then gently release. We'll do one more. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Last one. Set up, feet and hands. Spread the fingers wide. On your in-breath, lift up. Option 2, step left foot in towards the center. Pull the right knee up, maybe straighten through the leg. And then switch. And release. Tuck the chin in. Come all the way down. Beautiful. Supta Baddha Konasana. Feet together, knees wide. Hands rest either by the sides or on the body. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Let it go. One more inhale. And exhale. Draw the knees in towards the chest. Give yourself a little squeeze and then make some circles. Draw the knees wide, soles of the feet to the sky. Happy baby. You could rock side to side. You could stay in stillness. You choose what happy baby looks like for you today. Wherever you are, draw the tailbone down to the ground and feel this stabilization, this lengthening through the back. Beautiful. Gently release, feet up to the sky, hands behind the head. We'll do a little bit of core work. Lift the head, neck, and shoulders. Pulse up. Lift, lift, lift. Good. $20. $30. 40, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lay the head back, sit on the forearms or arms by the sides, and then lower right leg to a hover. Lower the left leg to a hover. Lift the right leg up, lift the left leg up. Left leg down to a hover, right leg to a hover, left leg up, right leg up again. Right leg down, left leg down, right leg up, left leg up, left leg down, right leg down, left leg up, right leg up. Both legs down, down to a hover, and then lift, lift, lift. 2 more like that. Slow, lower the legs, and then lift back up. Last one, slow, lower the legs, and lift back up. Beautiful, knees in towards the chest, and then drop the knees to the left, gaze to the right. Take a deep breath in, and a deep breath out. Come back through center and switch. Knees to the right, gaze towards the left. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Inhale back through center. On your exhale, rock and roll as many times as you would like to. We'll eventually meet in a down dog. You can step and float. You could find another chaturanga. Meeting back in down dog. Right foot forward for pigeon. Come on down onto the hip. Option to stay right here, grab a block, or come down onto forearms. You could also place the block underneath the head. Starting to soften. Using the closing of the eyes as a way to turn inward. And allowing yourself to stay present in these moments of stillness. Coming back to your ujjayi, slight constriction of the back of the throat. Make your breath audible. Let it be the thing that keeps you in this moment. You can stay here if you want to play into a mermaid. Lift back up. Plant the right hand down at the top right corner of the mat. Reach left hand back towards the left foot and then bend into the left knee. You could also grab a strap here, loop it around the foot just like we did in our dancer. So from here, left hand grabs the foot and then you bend into the elbow to start to take left foot into the elbow crease. Continue to square the hips. So drop the left hip down slightly. Chest can spin over towards the left. Reach the right arm up and around to catch left fingers. You could also stay with right hand down for support. Touch the head back into the arm once you've got it. And then gently release. Without snapping, tuck left toes, send the hips high, down dog. Left side, pigeon. Shin across the top of the mat, come on down. Untuck the right toes, square the hips, and again, find your alignment on this side. My left hip is always tighter than my right. I'm sure you've heard me say that before. So it takes me a little bit longer to get into my deepest stretch. Remembering that we're not here to change what our body is like in this moment. We're simply here to experience it as it is, to be here, present. And all of these physical asana They are good for the body, and they do have physical benefits. They will change your body in the long term, but knowing that is not the goal. It doesn't matter how flexible, how strong, how fit you are. If you're not happy being in the body that you're in. And it's a hard lesson, but if you're on your mat at all right now, I know that you're up for it. You're here for it, so can you stay in your breath, in your body? Beautiful. And then you can stay, or if you want to play, left hand down to support as you reach the right hand back, bend into the right knee, catch it, and then start to work the right foot in towards the right elbow. Maybe left hand lifts, you connect it, find your mermaid, square the hips, chest can point over towards the right. And then use that pulling in of the inner thighs to keep you upright. And then release as you are ready. And we'll roll over onto the left hip for a double pigeon. So right foot sweeps forward. Right shin over the left. Flex the toes, square the hips, and then hinge forward. So think tailbone dropping down, great stretch for glute medius, these muscles on the sides of the hips. If this is too much, you could always grab a block, place it underneath the left knee for a little bit more support. And then when you're ready, walk yourself back up and we'll just switch. So right shin on bottom, left shin over top. Flex the toes, square the hips, and then lean forward. And then when you're ready, come back up. And we'll take a forward fold, Pashy Matanasana. Slight bend in the knees. If you have open hamstrings, you could take the block to the bottoms of the feet to just lengthen this stretch. Reach the arms up to the sky and then lean forward, belly to thighs. From there, keep that connection as you straighten the legs and then release the head down. Roll the shoulders down the back body and think long spine. When you're ready, come on up. Step the feet in, reverse table, spread the fingers. They can point out or towards the hips. On your inhale, lift up, drop the head back. Maybe you rock front to back a little bit. Beautiful stretch for the chest and the shoulders. And then release the hips back down. Come all the way down onto your back. Grab your block on the way. And we'll find a waterfall. If you like a traditional headstand, go ahead and take that now. Otherwise, waterfall, shoulder stand, whatever is calling to you. If you're going into waterfall, block underneath the sacrum, the low back. Pull the knees up and then straighten through the legs. Hands drop down by the sides. Flex and point the toes maybe. If you're going into shoulder stand, I trust that you know how to go there safely. Wherever you are, neck is important to take care of. So gazing up towards the sky. And the goal here is to just lift the hips and the legs higher than the heart. Reversing the flow of gravity. Such a healing place to be. You could close the eyes down and allow yourself to really just enjoy the shape. And then when you're ready, if you're in shoulder stand, plow pose. If you're in headstand, come down to a child's. Waterfall can also go to plow as well. Move your block out of the way as you go. Toes tuck under, above the head, arms down by the sides, or you could interlace the fingers. Being mindful of the low back here, making sure it feels safe. If needed, you could always bend the knees and rest them on the forehead for more support. And when you're ready, come all the way onto the back. Drawing the knees into the chest one final time, and then releasing to the Shavasana shape of your choice. You can go Supta Baddha, feet together, knees wide, or traditional, legs long, arms by the sides. Wherever you are, get comfortable. Close the eyes and let the breath start to return to its natural rhythm. Letting go of the control, the tempo of the breath. And trusting that the body knows how to do it without you even thinking about it. And as you feel the body start to soften, grow heavy, can you keep the mind here on the four corners of your mat in this space that you've created? It might want to drift off into your to-do list, your schedule for the rest of the day or evening. If so, just remind it to come back. Be here in this beautiful space that you created. This space of presence, of connection, of stillness, mindfulness. We have so many opportunities in life to be distracted. And this time of presence is so, so good for our mental health as well as our physical health. So stay here, come back if you've left. Bask in this moment that you created. And enjoy the feeling of simply being. Take a slow, deep breath in. And a slow, deep breath out. Gently wiggle fingers and toes. Maybe straighten the legs out. When you're ready, reach the arms overhead. And then roll over to one side to press yourself up into a seat when you are ready. Closing the eyes back down for a moment. You could always sit on the block if that's more comfortable. Sit up tall, shoulders stack over hips. Hands travel to the heart center, press the palms together. Final moment to check in, be here in this space, present, body, mind, breath. And as always, what are you grateful for in this moment? Take a moment to think about it, whatever comes to mind initially, and then include yourself in that feeling of gratitude. We'll take a final breath. Take your deepest breath in, holding for a moment at the top. And exhale, sigh, let it go. Blink the eyes open. Great work. I hope you loved this class. As always, please let me know in the comments below if you did. If you would like to join us over on my app, there's a 7-day free trial for new members. All the links are in the description. We would absolutely love to have you over there. And if you like this video, give it a like, subscribe, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.